Next week, General David Petraeus heads to Capitol Hill for confirmation hearings in his new role as President Obama's point man for the war in Afghanistan, taking over for General Stanley McChrystal. Just this morning, a NATO spokesman said the ouster of the top commander will not delay operations. Here to weigh in on the dramatic week of developments is Democratic Congressman Adam Smith, a member of the House Armed Services and Select Intelligence Committees, and also Republican Congressman Joe Wilson. He is also a member of the Armed Services Committee. Gentlemen, welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congressman Smith, I want to start with you. Do you think the change at the top will impact how we do in Afghanistan?
Well, I think it offers a good chance for consistency. We were very fortunate to have General Petraeus available, who not only has extensive experience in counterinsurgency operations from Iraq, but was the CENTCOM commander. So he was overseeing Afghanistan to begin with. He also has the confidence of political and military leaders alike. So I think he will be able to continue to implement the policy in a positive way. Now, I think that the loss of General McChrystal is unfortunate, but we're just lucky to have someone as good and qualified as General Petraeus there to fill the position.
And Congressman Wilson, of course, a lot of the trouble this week came from a Rolling Stone article in which General McChrystal and some of those around him made comments about what's going on in Afghanistan. A number of Democrats have sent a letter to Speaker Nancy Pelosi expressing concern about that, saying comments that seem to indicate the war was unwinnable and other concerns. Those Democrats are saying those questions need to be answered before the funding goes through for the supplemental bill for the Afghanistan war. Do you think there's time to wait and have those questions answered at this point?
Well, actually, I've read the article, and to me it's a distraction from the very important necessity that we win in Afghanistan, and I agree with Adam. I have great faith in General David Petraeus. He has been slandered and defamed by MoveOn.org, but he's an American hero. By leading the surge in Iraq, we now will have a surge in Afghanistan. We will let the people of Afghanistan know we're not going to let them down. We will be there to provide for a civil society.
Congressman Smith, this week General Petraeus will head for his confirmation hearings Tuesday before the Senate Armed Services Committee. What would you like to hear from him at those hearings this week?
Well, I want to correct one thing first. You said that some of the comments in Rolling Stone magazine from General McChrystal and the staff implied that the war was not winnable. They didn't say any such thing in that article. The comments that got them in trouble were the clear divisions that existed between the military leaders and the civilian leaders on the effort in Afghanistan. I know General McChrystal and some of his staff. They're absolutely confident that the war is winnable. Their frustrations came from the lack of coordination with the civilian leadership. So I don't want that impression to be put out there. That was not where General McChrystal was coming from. And I think this is an important opportunity for the Obama administration to make sure that the civilian leadership and the military leadership are on the same page. And that's one of the biggest things we do need to hear from General Petraeus. What's the plan? How is it being coordinated, not just on the military side, but also with the civilian leadership, with Ambassador Eikenberry, Ambassador Holbrooke, and all the different pieces that are critical to making sure that there's a solid government in Afghanistan that can withstand the Taliban. That's the critical question going forward.
Congressman Wilson, final comments to you.
Well, and again with Adam, and I want to commend Adam. He was one of the earliest to support the surge in Iraq. He understands, as the American people should, that we must win in Afghanistan so that this is not a sanctuary for, as General Petraeus has said, transnational terrorists to attack American families.
Congressman Adam Smith, Congressman Joe Wilson, thank you both for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.